Bonjour, Kinamagi and Nene Ireland Indigenous cast coming live with Social Studies Explorer. Today's topic, immigration. We'll begin by looking at the standards we're discussing. First one, compare the regional settlement patterns of the southern colonies, New England and middle colonies, and explain the economic, political, cultural, and religious reasons for migration to colonial North America. We have previously covered some of this, so for a lot of it is review. And we begin our story here in England, where the Church of England is in charge. With the Church of England in charge, there is now a connection between the crown and the church, and that doesn't make everyone happy. A group called the Separatists eventually leave and head here to the Netherlands, where they're not very happy, and they go all the way back over to near Boston at Plymouth, and those are known as the Pilgrims that came over on the Mayflower, famous for their Mayflower Compact. Spain down here, they are going to control this area, but that's not so much part of today's lesson because Florida is not considered one of our original colonies because we base our national story off the colonization by the English. So looking at New England, and remember, people don't just immigrate for no particular good reason. Religious values are first, but there's also a lot of people that are coming for economic opportunity. If you owed money and really couldn't build a living in Europe, it made sense to become as an indentured servant and come here and try. Especially because if you worked for X number of years, you basically had a new start. So up here in the New England colonies, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, they're all offshoots of the Pilgrims and the Puritans. Religion plays a huge role. Now, in the case of Rhode Island, there was disagreement with how the Puritans were running things up here, and they were not so politely asked to leave. So they moved down here to Narragansett Bay. Down in the southern colonies, economics is a huge consideration. Virginia is well known for tobacco, including also northern parts of North Carolina. Tobacco is a very popular item in Europe, so it makes these colonies quite a bit of money. So if you're stuck over in London or Manchester or Leicester and you need a fresh start, it made sense to make your way over to here where you could make a lot of money quickly. We also have the Carolinas, where the south part of Carolina, particularly, which was known for rice and indigo. And Georgia actually was originally supposed to be a refuge for debtors, people who owed money. Maryland up here has a religious connection. Lord Baltimore and the Calverts, they were Catholics, which obviously is not part of the Church of England. So they were given this opportunity. In the case of Pennsylvania, the crown owed some money to William Penn's father, so he settled his debt by giving him this land here. New York was originally Dutch and was well known for its diversity, as there were 18 different languages spoken in New Amsterdam. But unfortunately for the Dutch, eventually the English show up and say, give us your land, and they have no choice but to do such. Apparently it's an English thing here. Each person that came to the New World had a reason, and each colony was founded for a reason, whether it be for religious freedom ish, or if it was for the sheer purpose of making money. These colonies would go on later on to be the birthplace of the United States. At this point, you should turn to the Google Classroom and complete the assignment. Hope you all have a Minogijigad and Bamapi.